Jordan, just first having a career high 40 points, first 40-point game. Just curious, just how are you feeling about not having the game ball in your hand, knowing what you was able to do tonight?
I was just getting to my spots, letting it fly, and getting to the line. I got to the line like 12 times, so I just got to keep replicating it every game.
Coach was saying that give away the shirts every night.
Oh, you thought
like
I was
that.
done?
What you think about your coach not only saying that, but then wearing the shirt to postgame?
Yeah, I love J.O. He works tirelessly on his craft like me, so, I can relate. Appreciate him for wearing the shirt. Keep it close. Okay. And, he knows where to get the guys in the right spots to make plays, and I'm glad he trusts me to make the plays.
The last thing I had was, obviously, you and Bickerstaff was, you were fired up, and he clearly was responding to you, but I saw you guys after the game hug it up. Just curious, your relationship with him, maybe it goes back to a place that we don't know about, but to see you guys hug up after the game, I'm just curious.
Yeah, he was my head coach in Memphis, and he claimed that he started me games in Memphis, and I told him, hell no. He did not start me at all. And he would take me out for one backdoor play, like a rookie or like a college coach. And he tried to tell me that I started your game, so I'm going to go look at the stats and send him the stats of me not playing or starting at all. So, but, it was part of my progress. Even though I joke about that, it made me really, lock into a lot of plays so I don't miss them. And, I appreciate, JB and my journey. And he opened his arms like a son to me. So, appreciate him.
Hey, Dillon, it seemed like a lot of your guys' transition opportunities came from you blowing up a lot of what Detroit was doing on the backside. Just how much does that fuel you guys whenever you're able to make those plays and spark transition?
Our defense is a big catalyst for our offense, and when we play like that and heat them up and make them, do things that they don't usually do and can't get into their offense, it works in our favor because we got, great bigs back there that protect the paint, and I feel like we did a good job in that and good job defensive rebounding as well.
Dillon, Stewart was clearly trying to agitate you in both these games, but you kept your head throughout. Well, what is it like for you when someone tries to not one-up you per se, but play the same kind of games that you do, and how do you keep a level head through that?
I just know them, and I got more technical fouls than him, so I got to keep them until the end of the year.
Have you caught yourself already in the last couple of weeks knowing that number's high and just taking it down a level from where you normally would?
It's been high for the last month, so just focusing on my play, on my teammates, and each and every game to win and keep afloat till Book and JG come back.
Dillon, was it part of the mindset of it being Dillon Brooks night for you to go out and get 40?
No, there's games where I could have got 40 before. I just, missed a couple shots here or didn't get enough shots there. But, every night I can go get 30 or 40 if I want to. Just get into my spots. And, ultimately, just me working on my craft at night, it comes out in the game.
I know you were talking this morning about Charles Barkley talking about you being an all-star. Colin was part of your post-game interview saying, vote for Dillon. Do you feel like you're playing at that level?
Yeah, I feel like I'm playing at that level, and ultimately, I'm not going to, beg for it or, do anything like that. If it comes, it comes. But the real all-star is Book. He's been leading us the whole time, and he deserves to be in that all-star talk and, being a reserve on that all-star team.
Dillon, Jordan said that you were at the facility last night getting shots up.
Colin just said that you're a psycho as far as that stuff goes. What are these sessions like? What are you doing, and what is your main purpose of being in the gym as often as you are?
No, just putting up the shots so I can see them go in the bucket every single day. So I have games like this, just shooting the shots that I usually get when I watch film. Adding, 1-2 things when they're bringing the doubles, either finding my open man or forcing an issue where I can get to the line or get my shot off when the double team is there. But 2 days ago I watched the Kobe Muse, and how Kobe is just relentlessly always working on his game and ready for every single game. So it motivated me to every off day at least put up some shots, like 20 minutes or 40 minutes of shots that I would get in games, and just keeping it sharp.
Obviously.
You mentioned the Kobe thing. What are some other sources of motivation for you that you use to keep fueling it?
I used to watch, when I was a kid, I used to watch Mike Tyson. Just how, that's probably where I got the stare from too, was probably Mike Tyson, and seeing the fear in, opponents' eyes when they look down, or, how he's on the aggressor every single time. My trainer, David, he always sends me little clips of different Kobe things, and just keeping the same motivation, every game.
You mentioned the stare. What's going through your head during that 2 to 3 minutes before every game?
Yeah, it's just me just focusing on my breathing, trying to, calm myself down before the game starts, and then, just getting into feeling the whole crowd and the whole atmosphere of the game.
People see it and they think it's like an intimidation thing, but it's more of a meditative thing for you, right?
Yeah, for sure. And it puts me in my mode.
Offensively, but considering you're the head of the snake defensively, what kind of goes into limiting Cade to 26 on 22 shots, and how is he kind of a different cover given his size? Yeah,
he knows how to use his body. He's athletic. He's fast. He gets downhill. That's what he wants to do. So, just full court pressing him, making him lose a lot of dribbles, a lot of bumps. So when he gets to his shots that he wants to, it's a little bit, you got a little bit of less stamina, or you're a little bit more tired. Just continuously having a body on him. My job was, at the beginning of the game, and then we sub in Goody, and Goody's just housing him the whole night. And, we got countless of different defenders, Ryan, Isaiah, just putting constant bodies on him. So when he tries to get into his moves, he's a little bit tired.
Dillon, from last season offensively to now, sort of through the summer, was there a moment that you had in terms of improving your offensive game and being more of a well-rounded scorer and improving the efficiency?
Yeah, I knew after the series against Golden State that with Houston that I wanted to be more of a scorer, more of a option. So the whole summer I was working on things, and then when the trade happened, that was an opportunity for me to be, a well-rounded scorer, more opportunity, and to leave my mark, on a team, and just kept working and working and working, and seeing these games in the summer while I go to sleep or I'm on a vacation or something, and just getting ready for these moments.
Jordan said that you and him had an animated conversation, and his conclusion was you were right and he was wrong. What was that all about? What was the discussion about?
Yeah, I think we were talking about an offensive play or a defensive play, but there's no right or wrong when it comes to your teammates or your coaches. You're just communicating what you see, because sometimes on the floor you see something different. And, sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't, but you learn from each other. And but, J.O.'s almost never wrong.
Do you think, if you look back on this, that this would evolve this way here in Phoenix for you after the trade with Houston for Durant?
Yeah. I got a contagious spirit that, helps guys be able to be confident in their game. So, the confidence I have in my game is just going to, give everybody a chance to, be themselves and excel. And I knew when I first came on September 1st that I had to get to know the guys and be able to show, my work ethic. And then slowly, you see a player like me who was, scrutinized, told that he wasn't good, told all types of stuff, to be able to be in the place that I'm in now, gives a lot of motivation to, especially, my teammates that, were in similar positions that I was, and be able to, showcase and be confident in their game.
Dillon, we talked a little bit earlier about just the off-ball defense part at the shoot-around. When you are preparing for opponents, are you looking at their personnel as far as that kind of determining what you're going to do off the ball based off of, the things that you're reading?
Yeah, there's some different teams do different things. There wasn't a lot of off-ball things with that team because they're usually in the pick and roll. There probably would be a little bit more off-ball with Cleveland tomorrow, but they have a lot of pick and roll offense. But it's easier when you're, you got a set defense and you're able to, switch off the ball and they don't cut or whatever. But, each team presents a different challenge, and, we just get ready for, whoever's next.
Hey Dylan, Suns crowd was electric tonight. How is it embracing that energy, and how much fun did you have?
I had a lot of fun. It's a big win for us, especially with, guys down. And, it gives us confidence, keep rolling and playing with that, spirit and that physicality every night. Thanks.